What's going on? Indeed.
Whiplash with Peter. Time for the hot and sweaty, hot and
It told me
sweaty
to loot
podcast.
a medical kit and then to apply it to a wounded person. But how do I give it? How do I apply it to them? It's not in my inventory.
Um,
You gotta pick something up and then you gotta apply it. But
yeah, when
maybe
you pick something up, your skill bar usually changes and you do actions.
it didn't. I have 3 medical supplies. I can't.
The eyes. Stretch your head a little.
I see. Do you have a thing in your inventory?
Oh no, I don't. I don't see it. It says I have it on like a buff. Acquire a medical kit from the field hospitals adjacent to Nebo Terrace. Treat injured Seraph in the...
The creature we found hadn't been in Lion's Arch long. We may still have time. We have to find the Watch Commander and convince him to ready the defenses.
The fortress is huge. I've never seen it up close before. Maybe. Nah, who am I kidding? The Risen are ready for this place. The Osirians wouldn't be attacking if they didn't think they could swarm the island. We better hurry.
I smell something odd. Do you smell it?
Smell? No. But the back of my neck is itching.
Is that Traherne up there talking to Commander Talon? What do you think he wants?
I've researched the situation.
Thank you for meeting with us, Watch Commander Talon. We have grave news. One of Zaitan's minions breached the city. We destroyed it, but the creature was likely scouting for a much bigger force. An attack is imminent.
A what? That's extremely unlikely. We've seen no sign of an impending attack. If there was to be one, we'd know of it.
Tybalt Leftpaw? It is you, my friend. I should have known your order would be aware of the danger.
Cogs and gears, it's Traherne. We're lucky you're on the island. Convince this guy that we're serious. First, let me introduce you to my partner. Lightbringer, this is Traherne, one of the Sylvari Firstborn. He's Tyria's foremost scholar on Zaitan and Ouro, and a friend of the Order.
A fleet of dead ships has launched from the Straits of Devastation. The Risen sail beneath a cloak of stealth.
Whatever you've seen, it can't be a real threat. Claw Island can withstand any assault. Speak with my commanders, Brack and Mira. Once you review our defenses, you'll realize there's nothing to fear. Look at me, Traherne. I'm out and about on a mission.
A field agent at last. Congratulations, Tybalt. I know how much you wanted that.
You should get out from under all those books and join us. You're starting to look all wilted.
I've heard that.
Check on
It's good
Deputy
to see
Mira.
you, my friend.
She's in charge of the beach patrols.
Do you believe it?
Probably just another trickle of corpses.
There's a chill in the air.
Welcome to Beach Patrol.
It is beginning.
The most dangerous duty on Claw Island.
Deputy, a massive attack is on its way from Ouro. You must prepare your troops.
If we fall, our last order is to light those 3 signal towers. We have to warn Lion's Arch if the fortress is lost. In 100 years, they've never once been lit. We're very proud of that.
Deputy Mira, sound the alarm. There are undead on the beach.
If an invasion's really coming, we'll need everyone on the
It
island.
sounded like a self-fulfilling prophecy there. Self-fulfilling prophecies are never good.
That wasn't much of a fight. Traherne, I thought you said the attack would be significant.
It was a feint. They're testing your defenses. More will come, and soon.
Makes sense. Report to Watch Commander Talon, and tell the men to be ready.
Reflected in the dream.
I have studied Orion creatures for 25 years, but I rarely engage in combat. All my life, do you think the commander will listen to us now?
Where's the front door?
Even with all my research, we still know so little about defeating them.
Here, front door.
Paltry town. It barely ruffled our feathers. Is that all they brought?
There will be more, much more. Keep watching the sea.
You're a scholar, not a general, firstborn. Why should we trust you?
The fortress is under attack. Ready on the wall. Hostiles incoming.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, that's creepy.
Catapulting abominations onto the western wall. Repel the invaders!
Oh, that's a big boy. He's been in his Wheaties. Oh, goodness gracious. What did you just run me over?
Starting the fight. Feel Fred's icy embrace.
You ran everybody over. You ran this poor guy over.
Remain strong.
Oh no, I don't want to take on more of these guys. They're horrible. Ouch. Ouch.
Replenishing.
They should have listened to us now. Find and revive Deputy Mira. Oh no, not the good deputy. Oh, I can't leave these guys. I'm a hero. Behold the ocean's power!
Time to do some real damage.
Okay, I think I've done all I can do there.
Replenishing.
Where's the front door to this place again? There it is. We'll head on over here and see who we can talk to.
Mira, how stand the beach?
And a lot of good soldiers with them. We have to light the watchtowers.
Let Lion Judge think we've lost? No, Mira, not yet. Claw Island's withstood much worse. Get on a trebuchet. The dead ship in the harbor holds their reinforcements. Sink it!
Ooh, I do like trebuchets. I don't know what I like more, firing trebuchets or just saying the word trebuchet. Oh, there's something wrong with this one though. Car washer here. I don't even know where the ship's. Do we see the ship? Oh, that wasn't very effective. Where is that the ship? I can't tell. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Let me see if that's the ship. Oh, that's just some sort of tree. Oh, there's my bullet. Where's the ship I'm aiming at? Oh, all the way over there. I'm not even in the same zip code. You guys don't even give XP. Rude. Alright, so where? Oh, there it is right there. Okay. So we're trying to aim it kind of in that general direction there. Give a little chuck there and see where that lands. I can't even see the bullet in there. Oh, there it is. That thing goes way up. Well, not far enough. All right. I'll try 2/3, 3/4. I feel like these guys have trebuchet experts that could probably do this better than me. Oh boy, we're gonna be here a while, aren't we? Might as well just keep shooting until we hit something. Oh, that didn't go very far. I mean, I think I'm in the general zip code, but nothing seems to be landing. There we go. Just keep pressing buttons till it works.
nearly 100 years and cannot fall. We are fighting to the last soldier, to the last sword. We'll never shirk.
No.
Medic! We need a medic over here. Commander Talon, hold on. You'll be all right.
Quiet, Mira. Soldiers don't need lies. Retreat to the city. Tell the Commodore. We did all we could.
By your will, Commander. I swear to you, this isn't over.
Mira, the island is overwhelmed. We have to evacuate the Lion Guard and ignite the watchtowers to warn the city.
No, you'll never make it to the beacon with these risen monstrosities chasing you. We'll have to fight our way back. The Lion Guard will make a stand in the courtyard while you go for the tower. God's willing, the Risen will be too busy fighting us to stop you.
Your bravery is commendable, Deputy Mira, but your soldiers cannot survive a protracted battle against this many undead.
It's the duty of every Lion Guard to lay down our lives to protect our city. If that's what it takes, that's exactly what we'll do. We'll rally in the courtyard. You light the warning beacons. Everyone, fall back to the courtyard. Rally to me.
I kind of had a feeling I'd be the one to light the beacons. For some reason, I felt like it would be me. I don't know if I come to him this way or the other way. Wish I had my little running mount. But it's like way over yonder. Excuse me, coming through, undead. Excuse me. Don't worry about me. I'm just here to light a watchtower. What if we just ignore all of you so we can get up here and hit the button? Oh, good thing there's men at those other ones. Do they really need 3? You think 1 would just do the job?
Hurts, doesn't it?
Man, they did put themselves up really nice for that AoE.
Another time.
Ugh, I hate when they knock me down. It's so rude. Need knockdown control. Help the Lion Guard hold out against the Risen.
Here, over here.
Good grief. Come on. How many times can you get knocked down in a fight?
This one.
The real shame here is these guys aren't worth any XP.
It begins. Behold the ocean's power.
How many of these guys do we gotta kill? A bazillion. See that knockdown? That doesn't feel so good, does it, when it's back at you? No, it doesn't.
The attack assist. And what it does is it says it prevents you from running through your target so that you stay in melee attack range.
Combat movement, melee attack assist.
Yeah, so what it does is, like, you know, in this game there's not
Oh, so many of these guys. How many more of these do we have to go? I think they just keep popping back up as we kill them. I could be wrong, but... Wow, there's a whole pack of them over there. Yeah, these things are just... Ah, they're too much! They're risen! Yeah, they just keep popping back up again. So this is kind of an exercise in futility. I don't know what the game expects. Well, if I just move over there, maybe that'll end it. Oh, good grief. That's a big boy.
Watch yourselves. That creature's breath attack could corrupt you.
Let me guess, that's the real enemy. My thing's hit me with some sort of status condition. It's very rude.
The Dragon's servants will never let our ship sail. If they surround the docks, they'll slaughter us. Zaitan's forces will grow.
Our soldiers are too injured to fight. They can barely walk. We can't form a defense and still get them all aboard.
I haven't always lived bravely. I think I'd like to die that way.
What? Tybalt, what are you planning?
After I lost my hand, I joined the Order of Whispers, because the Jar thought I was useless. Nobody needs a shaky engineer. I said I wanted to fight the dragons, and I did. Then I spent 6 years as a researcher, never facing my fears. Never even
coming close.
Nobody believed I had courage. Not even me. Then you came along. You trusted me then, my friend. I need you to trust me now. I can do this. Go! There's no time to argue. Just believe in me.
We don't even know what this is.
I've done a lot of things wrong in my life, but this one thing...
Become dragon food?
I won't let you have it.
Mira is in bad shape. You'll have to cut a path for us. Lion Guard, follow me.
Hurry, to the ships. This sacrifice
I could outrun a
is in
centaur.
time.
I'm really getting tired of fighting these guys. They're not fun to fight, and there's so many of them, and they keep coming back. Yeah, see? You think you've cleared a path, and 10 more just rise up to take their place. Just like real undead, which are totally real. And you get no experience for any of them, which is just frustrating. Sigh. The knockdown gets really old. Come on, die already.
I could outrun a centaur.
I heard she could outrun a centaur. I always wondered if she could. Now we know the secret. With all those undead ships out in the sea, I don't even think this ship could get away. Bye. Well, I feel like that should be worth like a good 2 levels of XP. All those guys we beat up.
I don't know if I feel good about how the council has been spending our money. Why is that? The city looks beautiful. What are you two gossiping about? Just saying.
And that's that.
Waterfront may not be the best use of our reconstruction funds.
After everything
Check your
Lionheart's been
mail.
through, I think a makeover is just what we need.
Oh, well, we've been told to meet down there, but now I see this waypoint thingy over there that I need to get. It's probably under the water. I mean, while I'm here, I might as well grab it. Let's get back with the
I
boys.
think they have these cool ideas, and then they're like, yeah, it's gonna be too expensive or take too much long to actually do this, or it's a cool idea but not good execution. If we rush it, I can imagine that. Well, the expectations are so high for that game.
For
I'm
what
pretty sure
game?
if you Grand Theft Auto 6,
No.
it's the most anticipated game.
Meh. Boring.
Wow, you don't like it? You just come back
I
just to talk
never
crap.
even played 5. Like, yeah,
Wow.
whatever. Oh, one-line game. Pew, 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 pew. Sweaty McSweaties. Yeah, no.
Wow.
It's not Guild Wars.
Welcome back to the conversation.
Welcome back.
Had to watch that big cutscene.
The game gave me another. Now I have 4 level 80 base that I'm like
Oh my
never
gosh.
use.
What, did you buy more expansions while I was gone, Peter?
No, I just never used my old ones.
This is Vista.
I feel like you're buying expansions when I'm not looking.
Right?
Don't be like Phil and buy them all. You may be wasting your money. Do as I say, not as I do.
We need help locking down the southwestern beach. Let's
Agent
move.
Rio, is the Commodore aware of the situation?
He is, sir. The city's being evacuated in accordance with the Master of
Alright, this
Whisper's
place
plan.
is open for
Excellent.
me.
Now then, are we all assembled?
Lightbringer, I've heard rumors that Tybalt Leftpaw is dead. Can you confirm?
You'd have been proud of his bravery, Preceptor. If he hadn't stood the line, we wouldn't have escaped.
Tybalt didn't think he
Return
had
to
any
Fort
courage,
Trinity.
but he
Okay.
proved himself wrong in the end.
Tybalt's courage saved our lives, and your leadership brought us to safety. I'm in your debt, Lightbringer. If I can be of service, say the word.
I'll never forget Tybalt, but now duty calls. The Lion Guard is evacuating the populace. The Dermond Priory safeguards the harbor, and the Vigil musters at Fort Mariner.
Very well. We need more information. Each Lightbringer will patrol a section of the city for Zaitan's scouts.
I'll take Canal Ward. Undead will be coming out of the sea. If they're sending scouts, I'll find them there.
Good. We need a complete sweep, Lightbringers. Watch for anything strange, but stay alert for danger.
Okay? Melissa, watch
Prepare for patrol duty.
We will be back soon. My
Oh.
necromantic servants have never been alive. Thus, they are immune to the ravages of war.
Our ship left without us. We're stranded.
That might be a mercy. Claw Island's gone. They're probably all dead at sea.
Fair point. Let's rough some people up, get their money, and then split town ourselves. Warriors, the undead are here. Run!
Here, over here. Feel Grim's icy embrace.
Barely. Time to do some real damage.
Oh, okay, that worked that time. The last storyline mission I did, there was like no XP for kills. It was very rude. Because there was so much killing. I got leveled like 3 times.
Weird.
I can move mountains.
Standing. Barely. I could outrun a centaur.
Well done. Just in time.
I heard she could outrun a centaur, Peter.
Right.
Did you know that? You learn something new every time you play this
did.
game. That's the beauty of it. Like every time you play it, you learn something new.
Must have traveled through the canals and taken them by surprise.
Totally breaking rules.
They were meant to be broken.
Time to do some real damage.
They'll have to hit much harder.
Well done.
Please help us! We got separated from our parents.
Oh no, not the children. Anything but the children.
Everywhere. Don't let them
Oh, Don't let them kill the kids.
Zaitan's servants will be approaching by water. Be cautious here.
They'll have to hit much harder. You'll be doing that one for days.
Oh.
One more area to check.
I know where the lion guard is. I can't trust you. You're a char. Mama said.
You're a char. You're a little char.
He's got muscles. Thank you, stranger. We can make it from here.
Oh, undead. No.
Nah. Undead, no.
Taking advantage of the city's chaos. We must stop them.
Hang on. These guys aren't lion guard. They're just meddlers.
Well then, let's meddle them. This money's ours. No, it can't end this way.
Vulnerable. Time to do some real damage.
Wow, this guy doesn't want to die. Oh, hello, little guy hanging in the back. Just like City of Heroes, you gotta make sure to kill that little guy in the back. Otherwise, you know, yeah, he just, the quest won't trigger when that one guy runs away. You gotta make sure to get them all.
Which mission are you on?
Well, I don't want to spoil anything for, you know. But I'm saving to town.
There were creatures in the city, but Traherne and I destroyed them before they did much damage.
Well done, Lightbringer. The other operatives are still finishing up, but I suspect they'll find the same.
Preceptor, it's time to face reality.
Fucking jumping puzzle.
The Order of Whispers can't be expected to hold back
Second
Zaitan
failure.
alone. We need to exploit our connections.
I agree. Preceptor Dawn, I know you have leverage on many talented individuals. I suggest you put it to use.
Ben Tenstrikes refuses to divulge my whereabouts to my father, so the Ministry has tossed him into prison for his trouble. He'd help us if he still lives.
Any help with this one?
I have an alternative, Preceptor.
Peter, can you help me with this jumping
a
puzzle?
certain scientist named Gore. His
I have to
invention
make it
would
on
be an
this
advantage.
roof here.
Both are sound
The
plans.
roof is
Lightbringer,
slanted.
I want you to recruit one of them. Your choice.
Oh.
Whichever you decide,
So I have to
I'm
jump
going with
and
you.
turn.
You could use the help, and
Kind
I
of.
owe it to
Cause flat on it doesn't do it. Straight on, I mean. So I have to jump this way. But I keep falling here.
Right. This is a little unusual. Because, you know, this is
I'm so glad
this
you
is
want
the
to help
base
Ben.
game world. This is,
He'll be so happy to see us.
back in the day we didn't do these with
We can keep
mounts.
things safe here, for now.
Yeah, if nothing else, just look up a quick YouTube video on it. Just look up the, you know, the details on exactly where you're at, and someone has done a YouTube video showing you how to jump the jumping puzzle. If you got your heart set on it. Usually that's what I do. Because I can never figure those things out if someone doesn't show me.
Peter believes in me and I just did it. All I needed is for him to believe.
You can't do this alone.
I did
I'll
believe, yeah.
stand with you.
Phil breaks me down and Peter builds me back up. It's a cycle.
Oh, let's see. A Valkyrie
That's
hand
life.
staff.
Yeah.
Oh, level 70. About time.
40.
Yeah. They're little. The overall story is alright, but then there's little. The finer details are kind of. Sometimes I feel like they're kind of phoned in. It's like, oh, you have this power that can do this now? Alright. It's not like, I don't know, this is kind of my problem with Western fantasy maybe versus like anime where, characters have flaws and limits to their magic.
Hey, now you definitely have lost me because everything I played in JRPGs is like exactly what you're saying and you're criticizing because yeah, usually the magic like in Final Fantasy, for example, magic is super powerful and Grace is dead until it can't because it's not good for the plot.
Right,
You
yeah,
know,
well, yeah.
like none of these stories are super mind-blowingly well written or consistent with their magic. Like,
Well, I'm comparing to anime, not to another JRPG.
well, you have to compare video games, but video games, yeah, well, I mean,
Nah,
you're
nah.
you're comparing it with
It's
what was it? You said you were comparing it with
for
Japanese counterparts.
for both media. There's a writer behind it, If they wrote this a little better, the developers wouldn't make it like this.
Well, I hate to be the one to tell you, but there's very few video games that are written all as well as books are, right? At the end of the day, there's very few video games that hit that benchmark. And the few that are there, most of those are, like ripped right off of books. Like Witcher 3 has really great writing, but oh my gosh, there's a whole book series that they drew from, right? Like they
Mm-hmm.
literally just video gameized the book series. But in the originals, in all of these original JRPG stories I played, I've always seen plenty of plot holes, issues, magic just kind of doing what magic needs to for the plot because we haven't really bothered to really
Plot
truly think
armor.
this
Right.
out. You know, yeah, I mean, it's just kind of all over the place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anyway, that doesn't stop me from pointing out its flaws. I'm not gonna forgive it because, oh yeah, it's a game.
So, so what's the big thing here in the base story that's just throwing you a left hook?
Phil does like to debate.
But it'd be spoiler.
Well, that's okay. Pumpkin can turn his thing on mute for a minute.
Oh, but I mean spoiler for you.
You're already past level 70? Like, wait,
I mean, yeah.
I thought you were talking about the main story. I thought you were talking about the main game story.
Yeah, it's main story.
Yeah, like from the main base game. So you're basically you're past 70. So
Yeah.
okay, I guess I can wait for a little bit. So, but is there something that happened before then that you can share since I've already done 7/8 of the story, supposedly based on my level? Hey, smoking. Good
Before.
evening. Yeah, is there something like some great example you can point me to here? Help a brother out.
No, I don't. I don't keep this to memory unless it really triggers me. Like this is not like it's not the end of the world. It's not gonna make me stop playing Guild Wars. Um, just like the other thing I told you about the first living story, where it's just like, why did this villain put these portal downs that we can just like she made it easy for us to like go and attack her after our immense struggle to overcome her what word should we use, her tyranny, I suppose, right? And then all of a sudden, oh, she did this, and it just seems stupid, you know? It just seems so flawed that she's supposed to be this evil genius, right?
Maybe she wants you to come to her.
Maybe, I don't know. But there's,
Yeah, I
there's
don't know.
definitely
I
some
have to see
thick
more,
plot
but
armor there.
I definitely have to see more. But it's not totally unusual for a bad guy to want to know that you're coming and want you to come where they're at rather than them come to you, because there's an advantage to fighting you on their home turf rather than them chasing you down. If there's like going to be a confrontation, I'm a bad guy. I want to confront you. I want to confront you here, not come to your base, unless I can get the element of surprise and kill you in the night, which some of my bad guys do it. Like I'm thinking like my tabletop games and how I handle, how I handle bad guys in tabletop games. And most of the time, the players go to the bad guys in their layers, right? Because usually the bad guy's doing something, you don't stop them. It's, you're giving them too much time. His plan's going to come to fruition. And the bad guy knows the good guys are out there. He's not dumb. He does have a lot of powers and stuff like that. So he's prepared for the confrontation. Because at the end of the day, if there's going to be a confrontation, it's best to do it on his home turf where he has his minions, his defenses, and all that stuff, rather than go to the hero's home turf where they would have more resources on their side. So that's always my thinking anyways, for a lot of it. Not always, though. I definitely have had bad guys infiltrate the heroes, especially your more sneaky infiltration bad guys. That's always fun to sneak into, in there and have, and kill off a hero or two, or murder an NPC at night, or kidnap them, or whatever the case may be. Yeah, but it's kind of figuring it out. You also see like in comics a lot of time when a bad guy's doing something like robbing a bank or something stupid, he's always prepared. Like the smart ones are always like, "I knew you'd come, Superman. I've been waiting for you." Yeah, so it's weird. Isn't it the Riddler who always leaves like obvious riddles for Batman to find him?
I suppose, yeah. I mean, that's his
Silly
whole
Riddler.
thing.
It's like it's his whole shtick. His whole shtick's he
Yeah,
want to be found. Joker
yeah,
really in a way loves Batman. He wants to be the one to eventually kill him, and he hasn't yet done it, and stuff. And yeah, it's just kind of weird. Some of these
right.
people are really some of these bad, some of these bad people, especially in comic, especially there. How you doing tonight? Smoking, playing anything fun tonight? Are definitely kind of crazy. Some of those guys are a bit crazy, but I'd have to see what kind of villain we're talking about. But yeah, there's always these
Right.
Deus Ex Machina things, to help you out with the quest or whatever. These undead were fighting Lion's Arch, and hordes of them are coming up, and I don't know. It was interesting though. I don't think it was epic story. I wasn't like, oh my gosh, I didn't see that coming. Oh my gosh, what a plot twist. So right now for me, it's like pop. It's not even pop. It's not even as good as popcorn fiction. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. We'll see. Hopefully, like you said, it kind of gets better and the lore kind of all comes together and all that other fun jazz.
Let me just tell you, like, the thing that I'm griping about right now.
I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm just sitting here flying to Atlas Park.
Atlas Park?
Yeah, went back to City of Heroes.
Oh.
Ooh, Atlas Park is so good. There's Atlas Park 1 and Atlas Park 2 smoking. Well, you got my attention because I got nothing else to do while I'm flying to this mission. You don't have to worry about cutscenes in City of Heroes. No?
What?
Well, you said you were just going to tell me, so I was like, okay, you got my
Oh.
attention. I'm just sitting here in City of Heroes, so.
Oh, I didn't understand. Um, have you met a certain necromancer yet?
Doubt it.
But you did the you said you mentioned defending the city, I assume defending Lion's Arch, right?
Right, against tons of undead, right. But there is no one leading them at the moment that's, doing the monologue or anything. Hi, I'm the evil necromancer. It was I who came up with this all along. No, not been a thing.
Right. Okay. Do you know a green person? A very green person?
No, there was nobody. It was just a bunch of undead. That was it. They had no personality. Except
No,
for
it's not. It's not
kicking me in
about
the
the
butt.
enemy. A certain character, significant character in the
I
story.
don't know. You're being so vague. I can't really. I don't like playing guessing
Okay,
games.
fine.
I
Do you
don't
do you know
know.
Traherne? A character named Traherne?
Yeah, yes. We just saved his candy ass.
He's a necromancer.
Oh, sure. I guess he didn't
Even
introduce himself
though,
as a necromancer.
even though you literally don't really see him like raise anything.
Well,
Um,
and he doesn't say, "Hi, I'm Tahern, the necromancer." Yeah, he didn't really.
I mean, there's a quick mention of it, and that's about it. You don't even. I haven't even noticed him raise any bone minions or anything. I swear to God. He's just kind of like around. Anyway, we're like, so we're investigating this. I'll still keep it kind of big. We're investigating this monster, right? And seeing like the using some kind of like um what's the race calling it? To me, it looks like it's using some kind of a certain technology, right? To see like what were the last few things that this monster was seeing before they died, right? So I kind of have to already, um, I kind of already have to, how do you say, um, your name changed to Pumpkin. I already have to, how do you describe? Um, I can't English right now. Hold my disbelief. Is that the saying? Suspend my.
Suspension of belief required quite a bit of Inmos, but yes.
Yeah, but that's okay. Like, I do believe like, certain technology is like pretty wild sometimes, right? And they do have like hologram things and stuff like that. So I'm like, sure, we can tap into the brain of this thing. But as far as I know, Traherne is a necromancer, and then somehow he's just like, well, somehow while we are like tapping into the past visions of this monster, um, we get attacked because like the monsters somehow funnel through our our magical technology and become actually realized, right? And so now they're attacking us. So sure, why not? Right? Still like letting the game have it. So we fight it off, and then Chihern is like, oh, there could be more. I'll use my magic to reveal the other hidden enemies amongst us, you know. And that's just not what necromancers do, and it's not. He's never done that any other time, and because I know the rest of the story, it's like he'll never do this kind of thing again. But just suddenly he has magic to make more enemies appear.
Make more enemies. You mean see invisible enemies?
Yeah, see invisible enemies, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's Guild Wars. Everyone mix and matches skills from different classes. How, he doesn't got a little class tip in another class, and this is the extra skill he picked up.
No, it's just not true.
I mean, how do you know,
It's just
though?
not part of this world. No.
I mean, how do you know? He had a little side hobby. He picked it up.
Well, like I told you, I've seen the rest of this story. He's not gonna suddenly explain in some side quest or something. Oh, I picked up this ability, by the way.
I mean, it's kind of interesting because
I can see more, and I can see more shadows. You know, from the dark hour.
Right. So like this is kind of interesting because like in Pathfinder, in a tabletop game, right? So mechanically, there's all these different ways to get powers, right? It could be from your race, it could be from your ancestry, and sometimes it's not your biological ancestry; it's whoever adopted you, trained you on something from your ancestry. You can also learn skills from other classes as part of your training, right? And you could pick up these different skills and things like that. Then there's magic items. You can put on a ring and it literally gives you a new skill because it's a magic item, right? And it just gives, you know, the ring itself basically has an ability to like see invisibility or whatever it may be. So you have like 1,815 different ways of like in a fantasy world of getting these fantastical, you know, a bit mechanically speaking, these fantastical abilities. And you know, for the most part, like most of these would have some sort of tiny little story behind them if someone was able to dig into it. Like if it was an NPC that I was running and a player really wanted to know, hey, how did you do that? And you know, there's a level of trust there. Then theoretically, I should be able to answer that question, right? Like within the context of the world. And the answer, you know, if I didn't prepare a really great answer ahead of time, the answer could just be simply, you know, it was a magic item I picked up. Here's a feather. See this feather? It's a magic bear. Lets me do it. I found it in a dungeon, you know, or something. You know, or I bought it at a store. I bought it from a merchant. I thought it looked cool, and it turns out it does this, right? Like, there's all these different, you know, things you can pull out of your ass as a dungeon master if you didn't actually prepare the story ahead of time. But usually, if you're doing it mechanically by the pure mechanics of the game, the mechanics will give you the prompt that you need to, you know, usually to make up the story without having to think too hard. Obviously, if it's from their adoptive ancestry, then you're going to have some adoptive parents in their background or whatever. I have an NPC who was adopted. So it is kind of interesting, but yeah, I wouldn't get too. I mean, I personally wouldn't get so hung up if the only problem was, hey, this guy has a power that's not in the necromancer power set, just because I'm used to fantasy settings, people usually having a few, you know, tricks that are outside their their box, but
I mean, sure, it would have been even better if he said you got some item,
but
and
at
then
the
if
same
that
time, I wouldn't
item
explain it. Like I
ever
wouldn't.
comes into play again.
I wouldn't have him. I would never have him explain it, right? I would never have him explain it. Like, you know, they got like 18.
All he did was like tap the heels of his shoes together, and then it happened.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have him explain it unless it was part of the story or the player had asked me specifically or something, right? And if I'm writing a story, I guess the question is it important, you know, to explain that to the reader? But it is kind of interesting. Like I think in a lot of fantasy stories, if it's like the main character, you would and it's a book you're writing, you would definitely want to explain where the main character got that power if you never had it before, right? Because otherwise it does feel like a Deus Ex Machina. If it's like a side character or whatnot, you know, I guess it would be a question of whether or not the main character was interested enough to notice they had this power that was outside the normal necromancer toolkit, and whether or not. And I've seen that happen before in book stories. But yeah, you know, it isn't. But it isn't something I would necessarily assume every single thing about this guy's background, every power he has to be explained. Normally. Unless it's like a lit RPG or something, maybe, but I don't know. That's interesting.
I mean, I get that, like, we're on a mission and it's kind of hard to be like, okay, put some mobs here for the player to attack. But this was like, I guess I'm more bothered that this is sort of like a part of the investigation to fight the greater evil, and instead of us going somewhere to learn something, it's just like we learned it just by pulling some magic out of nowhere that we never had. We don't even give the magic a name or anything. We just say, I got magic, and let's make more enemies appear so we can learn something. And it's like, oh, now that we know its weakness, let's go and do this thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's also consumable items in a lot of Magic worlds that give you special short-term abilities, right? That are above your normal. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe he always carries a feather of seeing undead just for these types of just for these types of
It just
emergencies.
it just creates like more holes even, right? If there are hidden invisible enemies around us, why aren't those invisible enemies anywhere else and killing us in our sleep? They were only here, literally only here, just so that we can do our little investigation and expose a weakness.
Well, that's the problem with bad guys. They don't always explain, exactly why they're there, or blah blah blah, and they don't have unlimited. Theoretically, they don't have unlimited resources. I mean, they might, but theoretically, they don't have. Maybe obviously, you don't have enough deadly undead assassins maybe to put in every street corner and kill everybody for you. But maybe. But I don't know. I'm not in charge of the undead, so why is there sneaky undead assassins there? I don't know. That's a good
Mm.
question. I'd have to play to have a little bit more line of thought or opinion. Be interesting if you Google that up too. I mean, obviously people are heavy into the lore of this game, so I'm sure there's a Reddit thread if you search with more details of the cutscene in question. And if I get to it, I'm going to do it because then I'll know enough to be able to make an intelligent search. Because I'm just kind of curious, what does the rest of the interweb think? If it's such a what's it called, like a if it sticks out like a sore thumb, right? Because it's completely not consistent, completely Deus Ex, all that other jazz, then usually the interweb would have a little bit of an issue with it, right?
I'm asking ChatGPT to investigate for me,
Oh, I would look it up
and
on Reddit. I would do a search on Reddit. That's where all the hot, sweaty. Yeah, I don't. ChatGPT just, especially with stuff like this, doesn't really understand, so it doesn't really do a great job. I would look to Reddit and see if there's a Reddit
I
thread on it.
understood pretty well actually.
I'll
And
be
it's backed by my own understanding of the lore, having seen it from start to end. Shit was definitely pulled out of nowhere for the sake of killing these mobs.
If you're watching the stream, I'll be right back. I gotta go take the cat out. I'll be back.
That would be fucking crazy. I don't know. I think so. Because like everything we're doing, when we're within, uh, we can't fucking touch this lady. And she fucking cucks us at the end. I don't know. I know you're not playing season 3, but Mana Forge Omega, the Horde and the Alliance play. They side with Zelatath against Dimensius, and then are you gonna play? I don't want to spoil it for you actually.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I just don't care. Yeah.
She helps us against Dimensius, and then we all defeat Dimensius with her, and then she's like, "Ah, okay, never mind. I'm gonna fuck you guys over. Thanks for trusting me." And then in midnight, we're fighting her again, and it's
She's
like
gonna be a long
totally cucked.
she's gonna be a long-term bad guy, but yeah, she basically for the moment, and you've seen this plenty in comics where where Magneto as a bad guy partners up with the X-Men to face a much greater threat, right?
Right.
But he's so cunning that during that entire time when he's working with the X-Men, they had to work with him. They pretty much had no choice, but he used it as an opportunity to get more information about them or steal a secret or whatever, steal some power from the bad guy at the end that they beat, whatever it may be. So the X-Men won and saved the world, but now their foe, is able to leverage that partnership to, so that's a common trope. The question whether or not is the trope done well, with her as a villain. And I thought she was kind of okay. It's clearly she's very clearly manipulative, and stuff like, bad guy probably can be. Some bad guys are manipulative, some are just brute forces. She's clearly a manipulator and stuff like that. For what I played, it was fine. I thought, I like she was doing what I expected, kind of a manipulator to do. In Wrath of the Righteous, there's this character named Wendy Og that pretty much does the exact same thing. But yeah, she's not going to be somebody you guys. I predict she's going to be around for a very long time. They're investing a lot in this lady.
I
I
think
don't.
she's out.
No,
I
I
think she's
think
out
she's in for
after
a long
midnight.
time. She's a
Because
long-term bad guy. Like
what they're setting up is that she wants. The reason why we're going back to fucking Silver Moon Cities, she wants the Sunwell. Apparently that's the keys to the fucking castle, to the planet. So we have to defend the Sunwell from her. But then the last expansion of this saga will be the Last Titan. So I think the Titans are gonna, it's like not a rumor anymore, but the Titans are gonna fuck us over. So it's gonna be us against the Titans.
like I said, I really don't care. I've lost interest in the WoW verse because they just kind of effed it up so bad. It's not even funny. But I hope it works for you and your friends, and that you guys like the story.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy playing with them, and we have a whole guild, so it's pretty awesome. Like getting the rating down, and figuring out boss mechanics.
Yeah, I mean that's the game side of it, but the story side yeah.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if Sylvanas comes back and kills that bitch. Bad versus bad.
Man.
Man.
Man. I've given up trying with them. Yeah, I mean, gameplay wise, there's no there's no doubt in my mind. Like if you've got dozens of really hardcore rating players, you're definitely going to find, or even just a group of 5, do like dungeons and stuff. You're going to find very few MMOs that can really pump out content and continuously challenge them the way World of Warcraft does. Like that is obviously they are really good at that, and they've been doing it for years, and that's what they do the best. So I've never been that kind of player myself. I'm more of a casual guy. Plus, I'm not charismatic enough to be with a group of people for too long.
You have a lot of charisma, man.
No, I'm dead inside. I tried the radiation on a Sentinel, Pop, and you hate the play style. Why do you hate the play style, Pop? Rad Region. What don't you like about the play style? I picked this one I was looking for like a blap because all I've heard since I've started playing City of Heroes and I started talking about blasters and how I don't believe a blaster should be melee, right? Like it's literally in the word blaster, right? when you heard somebody, when you heard somebody say, "I'm gonna pick up a blaster" in Star Wars, you didn't think that they were gonna take it and hit him with the butt of the gun, right? That's not the purpose of the blaster. It's to be at a distance and shoot him in the gut, or in the head or somewhere else. But people are like, "Oh no, Phil, you gotta do melee." So I kind of made this guy to kind of be. Well, I'm gonna continue to build him up. He needs more levels, so I'm just right now. I'm just doing these flashbacks for levels and getting used to him. But yeah, it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be more of a melee character. You can already see like this irradiate right here is already pretty much a PBAOE. So he's already kind of a close range guy. His PBAOE minus to hit for everybody and stuff like that. So we'll see. All I've heard is that they're called blappers, right? Blappers are the way to go. You ever do a blapper? Because that apparently is the hotness with people. But yes, if I had like 20 friends, which will never happen, but if I ever had 20 friends and they were like, "Oh Phil, what's the best MMO that we can all be challenged on and play raids and be hot and sweaty and top tier and feel awesome and learn mechanics," I'd be like, "Yeah, World of Warcraft." What comes close, really? What, if that's what you're looking for, what comes close?
I don't know. I don't know what Guild Wars has. They have raids.
Yeah, they got raids and stuff, right? No doubt. They got some raids and stuff, but it's not going to be, it's not going to be on the level of World of Warcraft. And it's not going to be the quantity of World of Warcraft. And also, we're also talking about people who love vertical progression, and you're not going to get that in Guild Wars. So, yeah, 14 definitely has raids and everything like that, but sadly, 14's not doing too good in the review department at the moment.
Oh, really?
Right. Yes, Rangers or Sentinels have about a 25% less range. Yeah, absolutely, than Blasters. Also, Sentinels don't have the sniper attack that you'll see me use on this character. Every Blaster has a sniper attack. I'll show you my other Blasters. This guy is not my most fun Blaster at all so far. But again, I've just started leveling him, so he's got a lot to grow. He may grow on me, he may not. I don't know yet. But I have some really fun Blasters. I really enjoy playing with this. But yeah, they all have a sniper attack, which has pretty long range on it. Your Sentinels do not have a sniper attack. They usually have like another strong single target attack. Yeah. So I'm just talking about generally speaking. You can find exceptions to everything, obviously. So Sentinels are a lot of fun. I love Sentinels. I'm the Sentinel apologist and whatever have you. But the range is shorter for the range attacks. But I don't really to me. It's not a big deal, right? Like, what's an extra few feet when you're when you're attacking these guys? I don't really. I notice a difference, but I'm not like, oh my gosh, this is playing so much differently. The biggest thing that you'll notice is the lack of the snipe attack for an opener, right? Though, like, my Fire Sentinel has a pretty good. So my Fire Sentinel, in place of that, has like a bolt attack that does some pretty good damage, and it pushes the enemy back. So in a lot of ways, I use it kind of like a snipe. It does hit hard. But the other big thing you'll notice is that the tier 9 does a lot less damage, but it recharges faster. That's the other big thing you'll notice. Yeah, and the defenses you get on a Sentinel just make it so... I can't tell you how many times on a Blaster, in particular, if I'm going to try this melee Blaster, you just come close to getting your butt kicked in tougher missions. It's just totally a thing. And, of course, it'd be closer to the north entrance. Yeah, it's just... yeah. Whereas my Sentinels really don't have a problem with that. So usually your secondary on your Blaster will have some control and it will have some melee attacks, which I don't know why you want to be in melee when you're a Blaster, but that's where the Blapper argument comes into play. Oh no, defeat 20 Hellions and 20 Skulls for 11 Pete. They have some control. I like Ice as a secondary in the blaster because you can make them slip and fall and have all kinds of fun with that. Hellions and Skulls. Hellions and Skulls. Hellions and Skulls. I think I have to go to like, yeah, I'll have to go to like Atlas Park or whatever, Steel Canyon or something like that. Yeah, and I have Fire Bio, and Fire Bio is, I mean, anything with Fire Bio is so cool because you can do the offensive, the whatever it's called, offensive setting on the armor, and you get a nice damage boost. Or if you're in a tough fight, you can go for the defensive boost. You can absolutely do that. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, the blasters need that. The blasters need every little bit of extra range they can get. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. So we need Skulls and Hellions. There's Skulls in the center here. Skulls in the center there. Skulls up here and Hellions up here. So basically the north side of town, it looks like. Actually, I should leave that map on. Actually, the part I'm around, yay. Oh. This is gonna be a little touchy here. You find your Sentinels solo the best in your Incarnate trials? Yeah, yeah. I mean, I was just showing it to you know, to Rob here. My Sentinel in Incarnate just melts stuff. My Fire Bio Sentinel, absolutely. And I got an Invulnerable Energy Sentinel, and I just knock things around. Super fun. Never gets old, right? Oh, this is gonna be. Speaking of rough fights, this is gonna be one of those rough fights, boys. Well, I'm surviving. I had to pop a purple and a yellow and a red, but I might pull this off. Uh-oh, that hurt. Let's eat up one of those greens real quick. Wait, none of those counted against the skulls? Those were skulls. Why wouldn't those count? Yeah, I wish I could join my ride Sentinel, but I really hate him so far. I stole his money and built a blaster instead. Oh no. Well, the I-beams are kind of cool, at least in theory, right? The I-beams are fun. Do you ever play Dominators? Oh, do we ever play Dominators? Oh gosh. Rob, do we ever play Dominators?
I'm still triggered by that word.
Yeah, let's play a Dominator. Probably more fun. Let's do the countdown. 4, 3, 2, 1. Arsenal. Well, I have an Arsenal. So let's take a look at my DOMs here. So my level 50 is Mind Control Psychic. I haven't got her enhancement set up yet for level 50, but she's pretty effective. And then we have Cinder Flare, which is the lady that you see drawn here on the side, by the way. Do you like how the drawn picture and the character kind of match, right? So that is Pyrotechnic Control. It's very pretty. I don't know technically if it's my favorite yet, but I would say This one right here, Polite Punisher, is Arsenal Control, has been a lot of fun. A lot of fun. He's really fun to play. And then Blue Lazuli is like the Black Canary. I do not make those, man. That is done with the help of my good friend AI. I wish I could draw that good. Is there one of these you want to see? I can show you some gameplay of Mind Control, Pyrotechnic, Arsenal, or Symphony Control. Or I could do a Sentinel. Or I could do a Blaster. I got lots of characters to level up. You tell me. It is very good with coming up with backstories, character names. I've used it for all kinds of things. Oh, and then I made this electric shocker down there, mini shocker, but I haven't actually set that one up yet. See my 50? Sure, the all new Stardust. Now she'll seem a bit weak because I don't have the enhancements in her yet, but she's still quite able to get some jobs done. We just won't take her on anything incarnate, right? Wow, you walk right in and someone's buffing the heck out of everybody. Whoa! They hit me with some sort of speed there. So let's see here. This is Heather, aka Stardust. And I actually have a nice AI artwork of her somewhere too, just not loaded into the overlay and whatnot. And we have a little... whoops, that's the wrong button to press. How about this one? Oh my gosh, that's not the right button to press. How about this one? Boom. There we go. Super outfit. Let's see here. Let's go. Oh, let me look at the auction house on her real fast. I listed some things on the auction house and was wondering how many of these sold yet. And selling some of these guys here for some extra cash. All right. Access mission list. So, what, how? What, how did I do what? How did I do what? There's a little bit of a time delay, so I'll see your messages and it'll be like 30 seconds after what I did. Oh, the outfit change? I think you're talking about the outfit change. Oops, let me close that real quick. Let's see here. We got to go to Granville. The costume change in the clones? Oh yeah, because she's psychic, right? Oh yeah. And then when she's done with her adventure, she changes back. I'm a very big fan. I have that almost all of my characters that are, that are high enough level. If I like a character enough, I make them in animation like that because it takes a bit of time. Alright, so let's go do a mission here. Mission. Granville. She's a villain, so that's why we're playing on the red side here. And their missions are in Granville are usually in this big building, and you always have to look up and down to see where exactly the mission door is at. It's up there. I don't know how you do this with just super jump. I make you work for it here. You can definitely set up different costumes. And I like to do this one sometimes too because it contrasts a little bit more with her hair. All right, let's have a little fun with these guys here. So we're playing a Dominator. We want to be careful about our pulls, and we want to make sure we use Confusion a lot, and so they can beat the crap out of each other, which is always fun. Oh, don't let me stop you guys from beating the shit out of each other. And, you know, they have a sniper shot too. You absolutely are right on that, Squirrel. You definitely grind money faster on the villain side for the early levels. You can see how easily she dispatched those 3 guys, no problem. I should have brought more inspiration, so hopefully I don't run into an issue there. Oh, defeat hero? Oh, no, 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 no. No, we're gonna go buy some inspirations if we're fighting a hero. Dominators don't do good against villains and heroes because they resist. How are you doing tonight, Squirrel? So I always keep a few of these in the bank just in case. You never know when you're gonna need them. Just go to enhancements and or inspirations, I should say, and buy like the medium duels. Those are pretty good too, but a lot of times they're out of stock. But I like these a lot as well. Usually just buy these in packs of 5 and keep those in your box here for a rainy day. You're just chilling. I do like to chill. Peter likes to chill too. Peter's a chilling guy. These are more expensive, so I don't usually buy these large ones. I usually just stick with medium, honestly. I could probably use, I don't know, I could use something else. Grab these guys here, just in case. Yeah, the first mission I pick at random, and there's some hero at the end. I blame Kink.
Me too.
If you're watching the stream there, Mr. Rob, you can see how a Dominator dominates.
Wow. Throwing it in my face.
Well, you were expressing concerns about how they work. So you can see this one right here. We got at the repack. Now the key with Dominators is you don't want to be taken by surprise. If you do, you need to run away and regroup. And if you're higher level, you got cooldowns you might be able to blow to save your skin. But when you see them ahead, you just plan. And for these guys, we're always just going to confuse them first. Let them start beating the crapola out of each other. Then snipe one of them with a sniper attack. Because confusion doesn't put you into combat, so a sniper attack will still work. And then go in and wear the rest of them down with whatever AoEs you have and whatnot. Especially since Psychic's AoEs are mostly close range, so you definitely want to make sure they're confused. I forgot that's like a melee range attack. Well, I don't know how you missed that, Princess. There we go. That easy. See how easy we took care of that little group, Rob? Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Wow.
Any of you guys in the chat there, you interested in the Guild Wars 1 re-release that comes out in 2 days? Or do you play Guild Wars 2? Well, what do we have here? Oh, we got some more bad guys. Wow, Sunshine missed with her sniper attack. The mobs all show the names for the character. Oh no, that's not a plugin. That's a line command. Just Google up how to force City of Heroes to show you the enemies' names. It's very useful in missions where you have to look for a particular guy. So I always have to look it up for each of my characters. Because I can never remember the command, but it's a / command you put into the chat. I'm not sure they both doing a graphics overhaul. I played both 1 and 2. Well, no, unfortunately, no graphics overhaul, but you know, and I could put up Guild Wars 1 for you if you want right now, but the Guild Wars 1 is pretty much going to look like it always does, which is, you know, with high resolution graphics and stuff, it looks like a high resolution version of the 2006 MMO. Um, it's fine. It's not great. It's I'm in it for the gameplay and the story. I'll be honest. It's definitely not going to be the graphics there. Oh wow, he just died. These guys are doing their job. I'm interested in playing 1 because I want more of the story. I played it way back in the day and I've forgotten everything. So I want to play through 1, and I didn't play it all the way. So now I want to play through it for the story reasons. Guild Wars 2 is not being re-released, but they did just get an expansion, and they have a resurgence in population. I think a lot of people are coming over after New World crashed out. And the news about Guild Wars 1 has also helped to refoster interest. And let's confuse these guys real fast before they see me. This is why you run around with stealth on, by the way. So that when you walk in a door like that, you don't immediately get attacked. Now this one somehow resisted my confuse, but that's okay. I can just slap an individual confuse on him. So yeah, so Peter and Rob and I are playing a lot of GW2. We'll get a guild set up eventually. I think Diggles is playing with us as well. So if you are interested, you are welcome to join us, of course. And it is free to get into it and get going and stuff. And then if you like it, you buy one of the expansions and you unlock you unlock the permanency of your mount. Let's put it that way, because they take it away if you don't buy something, as Rob found out.
Peasant life.
Yeah, the peasant life. The peasant life isn't good if you plan to stay a long time in Guild Wars 2. So you have played quite a bit there, Popsico. Wow. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Let's get this guy up here by himself. I'm just gonna psionic lance him if I can. Yeah, having group confusion on this Dominator was a huge game changer. Unfortunately, the big weakness of the Psychic Dom is that you do get some enemies that are pretty resistant to Psychic stuff. On the bright side, against everything else, though, it is really strong. Like, generally speaking, this confusion just works against everybody. Look, see? They're all nice and confused. Whoa, hit the wrong button there. I like how he thinks he's running away from me, but that's how you do it as a psychic. I don't think I've even broken a sweat yet. That's because I haven't run into the hero. I was playing. That's what I was playing earlier at the beginning of the stream. I was playing Guild Wars. But I think like people were jumping into the stream, saw I was playing Guild Wars, and jumped out. But if I play City of Heroes, they stick around. I bet you there's a hero at the end of this hallway. Ooh. They're not shooting at each other. There they go. I was beginning to get a little worried there. I guess it makes sense you know me from this game. Oh, it is a fun game though, right? This game just never gets old. There's just so many different ways to play the game, so many power sets. And it's such a power trip. It's the same reason I like Musou games, because you feel like you're a badass when you're playing these games, right? I don't like games where you kind of feel weak. And one of the things you'll notice here is I've not used domination yet. One person wrote back and said, I'll never solo dominators because they feel worthless without domination running. And you'll notice I've not used domination at all. And none of my confusion powers have really had a problem working on any of these minions here. Or in this case, she's really technically a villain, but she has the best intentions at heart. Sort of, kind of, maybe.
Lazuli?
Now this is Stardust.
The all new.
All new Stardust. Yeah, they must be doing. Yeah. If you pump any of these things up to 8+4 and you want to do super hot and sweaty content, and maybe the Dominator won't work as well up there, I have no idea because I'm not going to try it. But I have no doubt that once I get her gear set, she'll be able to take on. You know, right now I just got it set to default, but she'll be able to take on harder stuff later on. Absolutely. Oh, gosh, won't you die? Uh-oh. Got his attention. Oh. Oh no, she's been stunned. Ah. Yeah, we don't like that. You're not a very nice guy. You want to play games? Let's play games. Your mind belongs to me. Right, there. It's +6/+7 now, right, Abrafo? Right. Absolutely. It's +6/+7. How about you? How about any of you in chat? Are any of you looking forward to doing +6/+7? The hot and sweaty edition? Oh, there's our superhero. All right, so this is an elite boss. Now, elite bosses have been hard for my dominators, especially since she doesn't have the, the great gear yet or anything like that. So I'm gonna try to confuse her little puppet over here. Oh, that got, so she even saw through that. Well, son of a gun. All right, we're definitely gonna use some inspirations there because it's about to get ugly and not in a good way. So domination basically hits your enemy twice with every mesmer power you basically use on an enemy, and stuff. So, but on top of that, the boss is just really cut into the damage potential of stuff. I'm gonna confuse her minion so that her minion helps me out. I'm running out of endurance is a big issue. Where's Liberty going? Gosh, I don't even have her down by like what? Not even a half yet after all that. Oh, goodness gracious. I am getting my butt kicked. Like I said, elite boss is just never any fun. Yeah, this is not ending well.
The Dominator. Easy peasy.
Yeah, like I said, elite bosses are always their weakness. Never made that a secret. I just resist so much of what you put on the table. I don't know what that button does, but I'm hitting it now. Hit all the buttons. Oh, you know what I need to be doing? I forgot about using these Envenom daggers on these bosses. Always... Oh, there I go. Yeah, well, part of it, I'll be honest, I forgot about using Envenom daggers. That's usually like strategy 101. I could res here, but I'm gonna need more inspirations. Whoops, I don't mean to quit. Um, I'll go to hospital so at least I can buy easy inspirations real quick. Oh, I hate the villain hospital though. It's like in the middle of their grand complex. Where's the nurse here? I like how the nurse just looks the same though. Yeah. You pop 4 defense inspirations and it's easy work? Yeah, yeah. I don't think I need all 4 defenses. I think 1 or 2 will... I mean, I was lasting pretty while in that fight. But yeah, the damage is a thing, was definitely a problem. Just not a lot of damage. And I forgot the Envenom daggers to limit her regeneration, because all these guys usually have built-in regeneration. That makes it more of a pain in the ass than it needs to be. So you really don't want to forget about those daggers. That's the one start vendor power I almost always recommend. And I don't know what it is about elite bosses lately, but lately it's been just so many elite bosses with this character. Like every quest I pick, there's like an elite boss, you know, like every other step of the way. And I can usually get past them, but it is a bit on the hot and sweaty side, I'm not gonna lie. That's why she needs to get her sets, though. I think once she gets her sets, those become a lot easier. But in the meantime, I think inspirations are going to have to fill in some of the gap. We're going to see if the Envenom daggers can make a difference this time. The other problem is I won't have domination up unless I go and grind some bad guys first. Oh wait, this is the wrong way. I do like flying even indoors. There was a no-fly sign, I just ignored it. Stick down my little fairy. Okay, we got a fairy. Let me see. I feel like I'm missing like some toggle. Link Mines is like a short-term defense, I believe. So I'll have to remember to use that. Alright, where's Sunshine at? Get my death over with here, maybe. We'll see if the Venom daggers make a big difference. Oh, let me stealth here. So she's right there. We have this one right here. I don't know if I can target him without being seen. I feel like I should like get him involved to help out. Does that not work? Okay, so that one's confused. And that confusion will last for a while. But eventually it'll wear off and then they'll come after me. Oh, don't forget to put the Envenom dagger in there, Phil. So just throw in that Envenom dagger once in a while. Like, anytime you can, really. I don't like to fight while flying a whole lot in a cramped corner like this, because it's kind of a recipe for problems. Ouch! She stunned me? Oh crap, I didn't break free. Wow. Wow. No, you can't join because it's a story arc, so you can't jump in the middle of a story arc. Yeah, honestly, I just need to gear up this character. She's just not really well geared for these. Whoops, I don't want to exit out of here. She's not geared very well for this. One of the things that happens as you go up into higher levels, the enemies become tougher and tougher if you don't have good gear, and she needs good gear. So I just need to take the time to get her good gear. So it's fun showing her off. And again, I think one of the little frustrations, I think when people understandably get a little frustrated with Dominators because they do so good against most mobs, but then you hit like bosses and they just melt. They just absolutely melt. Even with Domination active, half the time they melt. And it's kind of frustrating. And I feel like that could be balanced out just a titch. Probably more so than any other class. Possibly more so than any other class. But I have beat the bosses with her before, but it's because it's too high of a level now. It's catching up with me. Usually I just brute force my way through those bosses with inspirations, but I don't think I can't take her down a minute if I pop all these purples at once. So it's just kind of catching up with me is all. I need to get her some good gear, and that will help. Yeah. She's just not ready to take on. The other thing I can't figure out, this is the funny thing, like I play a bunch of these story arcs, and it just so happens to be every time I pick a Dominator, it's an elite boss at the end. Whereas with every other class, I swear it's like a lieutenant at the end or something stupid like that. So that's too funny as well. Yeah, you could definitely get, and when I rebuild her, I don't think I'll get her up to permadom because that requires quite the investment, but she'll be a lot sturdier and she'll be able to take things down a lot faster. So, and her mezzas will have more power, so they might even work a bit longer on elite bosses and the such. She'll be much more of a powerhouse when I'm done. And let me show you guys what I'm talking about here. So up until 50, I just use IOs. So there's no sets here. There's no set bonuses at all. She has no extra defenses from set bonuses, no extra offense, no recharge bonuses, no nothing from set bonuses. So I need to spend some time and get her good sets with set bonuses. Then she'll be a lot better. And I think normally I don't get set bonus or sets with set bonuses on my characters until level 50. I think with Dominators, it probably doesn't hurt to start getting them into their sets in their mid 30s to 40s because they just struggle with bosses. Well, yeah, it was just two because you just leveled, so woohoo, two empty slots, no big deal. That isn't going to make or break a fight, right? At the end of the day, you don't sweat that too much. Why worry about those two slots, that I just got when I'm about to buy real sets anyway? So yeah, I'm not terribly worried about it. Not terribly worried about it, but elite bosses, until I can take the time to get her, and for that I'm going to, I will say one of the frustrating things can be about City of Heroes is that gearing isn't simple or easy, right? One of the reasons I don't jump into sets early is because you really need to plan them out in advance and make sure you're not going too high on any defense, too low on certain defenses, and it doesn't show you very easily in the game what those set bonuses are doing, so you have to use mids. You have to use mids, so it's going to take some planning on my part. Now, if I show you like a Sentinel that has all the set bonuses, then that's a whole different story. No problem for Firebug to get past. In fact, let's take. Well, I have a mastermind villain. I guess I could just take a hero and make them a villain. But if I have a mastermind right here that's a level 50 villain that could probably get past that boss no problem. Or I could take a Sentinel. I have a level 50 Sentinel. I have 2 level 50 Sentinels with sets. And easily cream that one. Or even Brine Force. She's level 50 with sets and a Corruptor. I wonder if she would do okay. That's a kind of a good question. Would the Corruptor do okay against an Elite? She has bosses in an Alpha. So, that's a good question. It's a good question, right? Any particular thoughts? Or I could just work on one of my low-level characters. Been working a lot with Blue Luli lately and trying to figure that one out. That's been kind of interesting. She ends up actually being a little bit of a blapper. Let's see here. Yeah, they have the new robotics, updates live, which I don't know if I know enough about Masterminds to know if I would see the difference. All right, have a good night, Smoking. It's good chatting with you. Oh, so, for those of you who like the for those of you who like the costume changes. Oops. So if we take a look at like this character here, very much all IOs. No, I don't think I have any sets yet. Got this one piece. No, that's just a weird piece. No sets anywhere. Just oh well, we got a little bit of repulsion here. For repulsion field. I did put a little 3-set repulsion field in there, so we got a little something something. How do I like the Corruptor? Sorry, it took me a while to catch that question. I really do like the Corruptor, but you have to pick the right power set if you're soloing. Water Storm is awesome. You want to see me play Corruptor? I can play Corruptor. Brine Force is really a lot of fun to play. She is probably one of the most fun power sets I have played. It's gotten real quiet in the game. There we go. There's a little background ditty. Yeah, so the Corruptor, the Storm Corruptor, Water Storm Corruptor really specializes in basically being a controller by using a lot of slows and knockdowns and things like that to kind of keep people pretty far away from you. And here's another transformation for you. There we go. We do have stealth because we're using devices on this one. And targeting drone is your friend. It gives you a really big damage bonus. So you're going to notice that first shot I do has an 80% damage bonus. I don't know if I can get bunch of these guys with a shot or not, but that'll melt a couple of people. Caltrops is like the most broken thing ever. Hey guys. Oh, you still up? Not anymore. Ooh, he's gonna feel that one in the morning. I do have gun drone here, but I don't sometimes pull it out because it'll ruin your stealth. I like being stealthy with this character. 007 action going on here. 142 point damage bonus. Should make this hurt. That will leave a mark. Oh, aren't you cute? Oh, did he just revive that guy?
Oh boy, I remember this place.
I think he got radiation to death. Right, Pop Cisco? Yeah, beam rifle is a lot of fun. And I don't have to get in melee with people. That's one of the reasons I chose it. I don't have to melee with this one. The final attack isn't some PBAOE like fire. Two, one. You just sit back, shoot, pull the trigger, and let nature run its course. But I do have a big video going up that's going to be showing the new story arc that they just put in the game, and I am using my corruptor for that one. So you're going to get like almost an hour-long video, if it doesn't bore you. An hour-long video of seeing my corruptor doing some hot and sweaty action, because I set that one to like ×3 or something stupid, and so there was lots of enemies and some really close calls with that one. I came close to face planting, but I didn't lose it. Yeah, Water Storm is just so much fun. You don't gamble on those equipment buffs, debuffs? What equipment buffs or debuffs? This one, oh, I got a pet oscillator here. I guess I could put that guy down. I haven't even used my inspirations yet. I probably could be using a couple of those. I probably don't need this many heals. That right there is just overkill. I haven't seen any shinies. I feel like this is find a shiny. The lab equipment. Is there a way to gamble with them? I think it's like their objective. They're supposed to shoot them. Let me see here. Like you can shoot them, right? Oh, give you buff or debuff? Oh gosh, gee whiz willikers. I think it usually just blows my candy ass up. Let's see. Oh, what did I get there? Woozy. To hit bonus negative 50%. Oh, that's not good. That's the opposite of a buff. That's a really bad. How long is that gonna last? For 3 minutes. Oh yeah, no, I'm never doing that again. Lesson learned. Yeah, don't do that, boys and girls. A 50% to hit debuff for 3 whole minutes? That is not worth it. Yeah, no, I don't want it. I'm risk adverse. That doesn't sound like a good gamble to me. My next 3 minutes are going to be miserable. No, no, don't want it. No. It's a trap. Oh, great. Now I'm going to like snipe this guy and miss. Whew, got it. Wow, she's a Deadeye. Look at that. That 50%. Oh, there's a bleepy. That 50% didn't mess her up. I really hate missing, especially with beam rifle. That missed. You really hate to see a miss. Alright, where's the glowy? I can hear the glowy. Let me guess, it's upstairs. Where I was just at. Where's that thing at? In an adjacent hallway, maybe? Because glowies don't seem to worry so much about laws of physics and walls and stuff. It almost looks like that's a hallway there on the map, but let me see here. I'm gonna go up here. These things get so convoluted sometimes. Aha! Uh-oh. Dead end. No, I'm stuck in the laboratory and I can't get out. Hello. Target practice? Bye. Oh, I did not see you there. Are you still alive? No, you're not. Excuse me, coming through. Oh, there's another elevator back over there. Bet your device that we're looking for is in this area. Maybe not. Don't you love don't you guys just love these little mazes like this? only problem is I'm definitely taking a risk on getting caught. I'm assuming it's a glowy, and glowies make big sounds in my games. Big beeping sounds, so I'm assuming it's not in there for the moment and go to the next floor. There's a device. Let's teach these guys who's boss. We're gonna hit them up with overcharge. Wow. Wow, that's the power of the blaster right there. The last one's over here. Anybody still alive in old chat? Grab a hold of this guy here and hopefully not get shot. Confiscating. Oh, I gotta stop Guacamole and his... I think that's Guacamole right there. Okay, now is Guacamole an elite boss? No, just a lieutenant. See, it's always lieutenants when I'm playing anything else other than a Dominator. We're gonna just in case he survives, we'll throw some cow traps and trip mine down. Killing in a mission at the same time. There you go. Yeah, I gotta get going to bed, but we should definitely duo sometime here, Pop Cisco. I do like to duo. Oh, look, 13 defeats. Where did I die 13 times at? Oh my gosh. 28 reward merits. Wow, that's a lot of reward merits. I'm glad I finished that up. It's worth 6 million. Sometimes I'll hop between these things and I'll forget where I was at with that character, and then you come back and you get like a little reward like that. Now, you remember what I was talking about before on those videos, you know, in between those big Ouroboros missions, make sure you check your task, your contact, your tips, and do some of these alignment missions, right? Get that alignment bar up, clear these guys out. Because when you get to the 11th one, you're going to get another 40 merit rewards. Mission teleport do this one. Oh, you're my Discord already? Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, and if you're in Discord, you see me in the voice, you're welcome to join anytime if you want to talk on voice, or if you want to just do text, that's fine. There's our door over there. So this is really good to mix and match these to really maximize your time and your merit rewards while still leveling up your character all at the same time. So Cisco, you've seen a lot of my character art that I popped in the art channel, huh? So you've seen a lot of the AI artwork for my characters, because that's where I usually post it at. Oh, Cancer, okay. Coolly. Yeah, and we are doing, well, let's see. Well, Wednesday, Guild Wars up, but I'm also running a Pathfinder game that night usually, so I may not be jumping directly into Guild Wars. Depends on how busy I am at my job that day. I might get in before work's over, but I don't hold my breath on that one.
When you buy an expansion, do you unlock the elite specializations right away?
No, you have to play through the game to unlock them, of course. You'll earn masteries. Basically, like this game, you earn, or the base game, you'll earn masteries by doing things in the world and stuff. You'll earn mastery XP to get mastery. That's the impression I'm given, anyways, is that you'll do stuff to earn the currency so you can pay to unlock them, on your character sheet there. Yeah, I'm a professional dungeon master for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Yeah, Cough. I run through start playing. I run a couple of Pathfinder 2e campaigns. One of them is Fist of the Ruby Tournament, Ruby Phoenix Ruby Fist Tournament. And the other one is Wrath of the Righteous 2, which is a homebrew I've made as a sequel to the original. Never hurts to throw these caltrops out here sometimes, in case you need them for problems like that. Ouch. Fire, fire, fire.
Oh, nice, dude. Your overlay has the platinum blonde.
What's that? Oh, you have the platinum bomb picture up. Yeah, that's the one. The Ruby Fisters. That's the one. That's the exact name for it. I'm gonna give these guys my remote bomb here, I think. They don't knock me off my feet, of course. Oh, Silent Blade just going to work there. I hear a oh, got another guy here. Guy. Now I hear a glowy. Okay, there it is, blending right in with the ground. Do you like 2nd edition there, Cough? Or are you playing 1st edition? I just realized I haven't even turned on tough. That'll help my defenses out a titch, I think. Oh, hello, nurse. Man, I really do hate missing. 2E's the way to go, right? Yeah, I don't want to DM 1E again. I really don't. It would take an insane amount of peer pressure or dollars being shoved in my face to get me to think about it.
Why don't you want to do it for the money?
It's very, very complicated system, and the fights can really slow down. And it's just too crunchy for a tabletop system. It's also not very balanced, so that's a whole nother issue. You have a Leshy Oracle? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. Finally got a good sniper on one of these guys. Oh, she found somebody else to kill there. She is actually doing a really good job. She is not one of those like NPCs that only do like, 2% normal damage. Oh. Oh, gosh. I don't know what that is, but he's scary.
I think Peter's been in a cinematic for like 30 minutes.
Alright, he's never come back again. Your DM tries to kill you a lot, you don't know why? Uh-oh. I can't imagine. Uh-oh. He's dead now.
What's the difference in general between Pathfinder and Dungeons and Dragons?
Pathfinder's a lot more tactical, so especially second edition, flanking matters, modifiers matter, every +1 matters. You have to work together as a team, and no one can make a character that's so strong that they can just take on a whole bunch of monsters by themselves while the rest of the group just barely keeps up, right? Like, you can't come up with this warlock paladin bullshit build that just decimates everything. Everybody has to work together, as a team in tougher encounters, or you're just going to fail unless you have a DM who just hand waves everything. So, yeah, but you have to work together. It's kind of like comparing checkers and chess. D&D 5th edition is really focused on giving you like this high-flying adventure where you're really not supposed to ever lose, right? You're there to roll dice, kick a bunch of ass. It's like the Muso. It's essentially the Muso of tabletop RPGs. Nothing wrong with it. I love Muso games. But there's, in a team that even knows half of what they're doing, and a team who's basically following the rules as written, there's almost no chance of a party really dying or losing. Yeah, you can pretty much just pick your nose, right? Koff's got it. You can just pretty much pick your nose through every fight, and so it's like, okay, yeah, and that's fine if that's what you're looking for. You're looking for an easy night, drink a few beers, goof off with some friends. But if you're the kind of guy who plays World of Warcraft to play the highest tiers of play, where everything's super sweaty and difficult, then PF2E is your counterpart to that. You get a good group of friends together who think they know strategy, who thinks they know teamwork tactics. Partner them with a DM who doesn't mind raising the difficulty just a titch from default, and you have a really strategic game on your hands. And your build really matters, your team synergy really matters. It's all super important. It becomes super important really quick.
So
Absolutely.
Pathfinder is like more try hard.
Well, you just gotta work. You gotta work together. Yeah.
So it's less beginner friendly.
Right. If I'm like playing with a brand new person who's never heard of tabletop before, D&D 5e is obviously an easier entryway into getting them into tabletop gaming. Sure. They'll feel good. They never lose or anything like that, but sure. It's also less rules. Like 5th edition is more your DM makes up things as he goes along, whereas Pathfinder has rules for almost anything that you want to do. Like if you want to grab a monster in 2nd edition, or the monster's going to grab you, we have exact rules to explain exactly how that work. They're not too difficult, and once you played it, a few times, it's easy to wrap your head around. But in 5th edition, things like that are usually handled by the dungeon master just figuring out and pulling out of his ass what he thinks happens, and whether or not it works or not, and what impact does that have on the combat if the monster's grabbed? Does that mean he doesn't move? Does that change his armor class? Does that usually you would just say, oh, the person attacking that monster gets an advantage. Everything comes down to advantage in 5th edition, right? Which means you roll twice and keep the highest result, which is a huge boost. And really, what the book encourages is that if the players have any sort of like in-story advantage over the monster, like they've grabbed them, or it's dark or bright or whatever, give them advantage. Roll twice and keep the highest, which just means you're gonna kick the monster's butt. Yeah, it's just generally an easier system to game to become overpowerful, to game the system. But for new players who don't know how to game the system yet and stuff like that, it can still be a little bit challenging, just a little bit, not much. And if they're smart, they'll figure. And the thing is, you don't have too many new people nowadays because almost everyone's played tabletop games through computers, right? A lot of people who come to the table have played, Baldur's Gate 3. And if you play Baldur's Gate 3, you already know how to game D&D 5th edition. So, yeah. You don't really find too many people who really truly don't know how to game the system.
Is it harder to DM D&D? Because you have to think of and create so much more, since there's more possibilities, since it's less restricted.
Yeah, it's a great question because on one hand, Pathfinder 2e, your DM probably needs to know a lot more rules since it is more crunchy. Um, but with 5th edition, you're right. There's less rules to remember, but then the DM has to be able to improvise more, and be more creative. Like in Pathfinder, if I need a magic item from people, there's literally hundreds and hundreds of magic items for me to pick from. In D&D 5th edition, they're very chintzy with the magic items, and they're very much like, you just make it up. The magic items that are there, there's no prices for them. So let's say you give your players a magic item and they want to sell it. How much does it sell for? D&D says to the DM, make it up. But in Pathfinder, there is literally a price listing. So everything is really, much more controlled in that one.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, Philip.
Hey.
I'm playing something. You're gonna be happy.
Oh no.
What you always, tell me.
City Heroes.
Yeah, City of Heroes. Sounds about right.
No. You should be playing what?
City of Heroes.
Rogue.
I'm pretty sure you said City of Heroes. Didn't you say City of Heroes, Rob?
City Heroes.
Yeah, City of Heroes.
I started playing Tales of Magile. I'm on the official server, Discord server, and I met two pros. One has 3,000 hours, another one has 10,000 hours. And they teach me and everything. Great time. Even before I already had 15 hours, I knew the controls and what does what, but yeah, they taught me many hidden mechanics and everything. Wonderful game. So right now I am fully strategy games and Tales of Magile. I'm playing Age of Wonders 3, Warhammer 40k Gladius, I'm playing Pharaoh, that's City Builder, and I'm playing Tales of Magile. And from time to time some Borderlands, but not much, and yeah, that's all. I cleared a little my list of games.
Wow, that's a lot of thinking in those games.
A lot of thinking, yeah, I like it. That's my home. Age of Wonders 3 is like a variation of Heroes of Might and Magic. Gladius is a variation like of Civilization. Pharaoh is those are those city builders from late 90s, early 2000s. And Tales of Magi is, of course, roguelike, Diablo-like, turn-based. And I also have Red Dead Redemption 2 on my laptop, but there is no hurry, I have already finished the game a few years ago. So, I only playing this when I like, feeling like, you know, driving through America. But I already know that game. And then, yeah, so that's it.
Oh, one shot, one kill. Tales of Magi.
Tales of Magi has a very good combat system. I was looking for games where you can play as a ninja, that you can also have active stealth, that even when enemies are aware that you are somewhere there, you can become stealthy and keep attacking them from stealth. Fallout 4 has this system, and this game has it too, that you can just disappear from the combat. It's very funny.
Oh no, Cough. You gotta you gotta pay now. You have to buy these. Quick, buy it, Cough, while it's still on sale. You gotta buy it while it's on sale, buddy. Because I think they're on sale for, isn't it till tomorrow? Okay. Die.
And you, Philip, what you playing?
Yeah, pretty much what we said. City of Heroes and Guild Wars are the hotnesses right now.
Guild Wars.
It's the hotnesses.
Guild Wars 2.
And then
Guild
2
Wars,
days,
yeah.
Guild Wars 1 will be the hotness.
Yeah, Guild Wars 1 will be the hotness, and everyone's going to be doing it. Everybody.
What's the word? Hotness? Hotness, okay. Yeah, but if hot topic, it's hotness.
Mr. Bomb
I'll
around
be
here.
on Guild Wars 2.
Guild Wars was like, what, 2012, right? Or something?
Yeah.
I knew a few people playing that back in the day. I remember one girl playing Guild Wars 2, she said that she had angel wings, and she was thinking about selling it for like 10,000 gold or something.
10,000 gold in Guild Wars?
Maybe that's what I remember. Maybe I misremember. That's a lot, that's little.
That's too much. I don't think that's realistic. Because Phil can barely believe 300 gold.
I mean, it was like 2013, it must have been a very elite premium item, right? In 2013.
Legendary?
Now I know how to make more gold in the game, so I'm a little less worried about any 200 gold price tag. Still be pretty expensive, but I'm a little less worried about it.
So yeah, I met those guys on that server. We played together. I mean, they were coaching me. I was streaming as an archer. And I'm gonna be playing that archer with them, and for solo playthrough, more casual playthrough, I'm gonna probably make a rogue throwing knives with some poisons, maybe.
Poison's always fun.
Yeah. In Diablo 2, I really liked Necromancer for poisons. You enter a room, cast poisons, and move out and wait a little, and they all die.
Well, this will make my blaster pretty darn awesome. Well, congrats on making it to your 40s there, Cough. Do you need toughness and it says tip and vulnerability?
Oh yeah. 6 a.m. Time for some duties. I need a few things to do.
Okay.
See you guys.
See ya.
Let's see, temp. Okay, so now I have another defensive power. So now I've got like a really tanky blaster, sort of. Not really. Tankier.
A blapper?
No, she likes to stay at a distance still, but... Alrighty. Well... I hope you get some more levels there. Are you going to be buying Cough? Are you going to be buying some of the expansions then? Or are you liking it? Are you going to grab on an expansion or 3 before the sale ends for Guild Wars
Or
2 so you can
3.
get them out? Yeah, I mean, why stop at 1? You know, you can go straight up to 3 or 4 or 5. You can become a king if you buy all 6. I speak from experience.
Phil's doing a giveaway.
You know?
You win
Yeah.
the bundle.
You could win the bundle, right? Yeah. Shoot. See my Guild Wars character? I even have like an artwork for my Guild Wars Elementalist. Isn't that cool? Totally a thing.
I bet you get a bunch of viewers if you do the giveaway.
You know,
The
just
Guild Wars.
buy the views, right? Just pay for people to watch me play. This is our current outfit. This is a pretty cool outfit too. I'm using this on the new thumbnail, by the way. This outfit here is really cool. It's a really nice one. It wasn't so nice before I colored it, but now that it's all nice and colored, it kind of works. Yeah, I'm at the last 10 levels now, and I've just been having fun running around, leveling, doing the quest, doing the story. Oh, I have bags of loot. So one thing I have found out, if you're going through the leveling process, sell, sell, sell. Like, don't hesitate to sell stuff. It will, you know, you might be tempted to salvage things, but really you're just better off 9 times out of 10 just selling it. You know, the salvage is going to sit in your bank account, not do anything for a very long time. So sell, sell, sell. Unless you know for a fact you're going to need that salvage. Like This is a linen, linen crafter. So if I get pieces of linen, I'll save those. But everything else gets sold. Don't hesitate. Sell, sell, sell. So this thing right here, we're gonna sell that. Looks like this is an upgrade, so I can equip that. We got a bag of crafting supplies, more things to sell. We have a staff here. I think, oh gosh, now she's lost her pretty purple outfit. Oh no, Mr. Bill. What is this? It's literally called lipstick. At least dying doesn't cost you anything. All right. Oops. That's a 30. That's a 45. So let's equip this. But the name of the game is sell, sell, sell whatever you can. Just check over everything first. All this new loot I got, just to make sure I'm not missing an upgrade to equipment. You can also check to make sure you got the skins unlocked. So right here, I can unlock that skin on my account. So that skin is now unlocked. Just double check before you sell that armor that you've got your skin unlocked on those. You'd hate to miss out on that. Skin unlocked. Skin unlocked. Oh, we got an unidentified dye. Do you like my dye colors? Go ahead and use those guys up. Mithril silk scraps. Now that I'll send to, because I'm using silk. I'm a clothy, but everything else, let's go ahead and sell this, right? So open up your auction house up here and just start going crazy with selling. You see I've already got a gold in there from before, just sitting there waiting for me. We got some thick leathery sections. That's a quick 5 silver, I suppose. Rampaging gloves here. Okay, he's not buying those. Let me just see. No. Shaman, reinforced skill helm. Can't sell those instantly. Sometimes with these items, you could definitely argue to sell those or salvage those. You could salvage this rampaging. So these rampaging gloves, they're not selling good on the auction house. Go ahead and salvage those guys. You could also sell, if it was more than a couple of silver, I'd sell it to the vendor. Because a lot of times when you break them down into parts, they're not worth it. Oh, elite specialization catalyst level 80 or the weapon master training. But no one's buying that guy right away. Let's see here. Diggle's catching us right at bedtime. Yay, Diggles.
I thought you guys were night owls.
No, I've been staying up too late during the holiday weekend and I paid for it this morning. Bad me. I gotta be an adult. Stupid responsibilities. Who comes up with responsibilities?
This UBI can't be here soon enough. I just want to game all day.
Wow, we were talking about that the other day.
What's talking about what the other day?
UBI.
UBI. What's a UBI?
Universal Basic Income.
Oh, right, yeah. You social communist over there. Always causing a problem.
I hate socialism and communism. The only pro would be I'd get to play games.
Right?
Would love a 32-hour work week. I think that'd be a great start.
Nah, man, I keep telling people, right now you have a job and you're able to buy all the games you want, right? To a reasonable amount for your whatever you deem is reasonable. But when we all have UBI, you're not going to be able to buy like 5 games in 1 month. You'll have your money for the month, and you'll maybe be able to buy one game. That'll be it. That'll be the new reality, unless you continue to work. Or it's like, want to go on a trip, or want to buy, I don't know, Guild Wars 3. You have to make the decision because you only have what you only have what they give you.
I mean, the fact of the matter, like, I'm skilled IT, so they're not replacing my job with AI anytime, like in the next 2 decades at least. So unlikely, but games are better value than like most movies and stuff like that. So like I only play maybe 5 games a year or something. So I'd probably be fine. I don't smoke, I don't drink, so I got lots of extra money.
You shouldn't sound like Phil.
I drink, but it's not that much, so I still have plenty of disposable income.
My vice is soda and ice cream.
So I had to give up drinking, and I also gave up soda. It's been a little rough, but I love the brand Liquid Death. That's kind of how I've been coping.
May I bother you for just
drinking like those flavored waters.
Gotcha. Yeah, I tried some of them like when they first hit the scene, like the Mimo or whatever, where you just squirt it in water, like, oh, this is actually worse for you than soda. Like,
really,
artificial sweeteners and stuff like ruin your gut biome and make you desire sugar even more. So, but right here, you're able to kick it though, because like besides the soda and the energy and the caffeine, like the acid on your teeth isn't healthy either.
I miss the soda more than I do the alcohol. Although, yeah, the craft beers, I know they taste good still.
Beer's a hell of a drug.
I really do hate in Lion's Arch how hard it is just to find someone just to buy my crap.
I mean, can't you just open the marketplace?
That's for like not crappy crap. I'm talking like the crappiest of crap that only the merchants will normally buy, but for whatever reason, like none of these merchants are like normal merchants. Oh, we only trade in points here. I'm like, I just need someone to buy these scraps from me.
Could have done that before you came to town.
Trying to clean up my inventory. On my scraps. You only drink when you play Pathfinder? Uh-oh.
So did you go by Pumpkin?
Phil called me Pumpkin earlier, so I changed my username.
He did answer, so...
What was it previously?
It's Kinky. K-N-K-Y.
I'll call you Pumpkin then. So did you get to like level 50 already?
I am 45.
Crazy.
Basically, kind of getting my, what's it called? Kind of getting a grasp on the game. Just kind of running around, filling hearts, and then doing the vistas, doing the occasional group event, and then doing the telescopes that tell me where there are more hearts to fill. It's just kind of been zooming by.
You haven't done any dungeons?
I have not yet. And I'm pretty sure my gear is all wrong.
For the newbie dungeon, I don't think it'd matter. Upgraded your bags to bigger bags?
No, I still have the bags I found along the way. I asked Phil for help, but he said he doesn't talk to people who only have the two expansions.
Wow.
He can't hear us, is what he said.
It's important not to associate with people beneath your station.
But should hop on YouTube and download all those videos and report them. Copyright strike them.
Yeah, I learned it feels very classist in Guild Wars too.
Morning group. I'm about to go to bed, cough, but yeah, we you know definitely could group later on. But I gotta get to sleep. It's been getting me into trouble in the mornings. The funny thing is, I could get up early and play with one of y'all in the morning. That would be around 6 or 7 my time, or 8 or 9 Eastern, because I don't usually have to work till a little bit later than after that. Since I work from home, I don't have to get in the car, drive. So I got some time in the morning. But I think I've got that pretty well cleaned up. I think I can get rid of that. I don't know what these black line. I swear they give you all kinds of currency in this game. You don't even know what most of it is. You're like, what's this? What's that? Who knows? Oh, and then this can go into the.
Apparently, their wiki is like top tier wiki.
Yeah, I sort of. I mean, I would say for me, it's been 2/3 of it's been kind of good, and then the other 1/3 has been kind of a miss. Like I'll type in things like, "No, we don't have that." Like, really? I thought this was the wiki. It's a thing in the game. I spelled it exactly right. Doesn't even have like a, hey, these might be close to that. No. Nope, nope, nope. But I have figured out the value of selling everything, and now I'm feeling a bit richer. Don't salvage everything and then store the materials already never to be used.
You can pull them out of the deposit storage and sell them, and you're like, wow, it's payday.
Yeah, you can, but a lot of times the stuff salvages down to less money. So yeah, yeah, it obviously depends. But I think in these low levels, everything that I've looked at, it's either lower, maybe close to being the same, but it's never higher. Because there's just not a lot of value on raw materials because they're flooded in the market. There's a ton of raw materials. So I have no problem selling everything on there because I know if I do get a hair up my ass and I ever do want to craft up my blacksmithing, I'll be able to buy all those iron ores for like coppers. Because that's all they're just. So it's kind of interesting. There's not. So in City of Heroes and stuff, I don't know if it was you or somebody else was talking about the inflation and everything else and how well this game kind of keeps under control. But the funny thing is they've actually got the reduced problem. They got the opposite problem, shrinkflation or whatever it's called, deflation. So the thing is, when you kill monsters, you're getting a whole bunch of salvage, right? And when you break down items, it's all salvage, 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 salvage. So, but there's not a lot of money being pumped into the system because they're very careful with how much currency gets dropped in the system. One thing I've noticed is that in leveling up, the amount of currency dropping is basically enough to cover my teleportation fees and not a lot more than that. So if I really want to make incremental currency income, I need to sell my shit, which floods the market with materials. That's why there's literally like 25 billion, copper ores, gold ores, silver ores, tree trunks, lizard skins, you name it. The auction house has a ton of it. So when you flood the market with a lot of goods, but there's only so many dollars to go around, then the price of things fall to abysmal amounts.
I mean, from what I can remember on launch, like the stuff was all about the same, like coppers, like 20 copper for a piece of copper, or 20, 30 copper for a piece of iron. So I don't think it's shifted that much. I'm sure there's websites out there that will show you like the historic history of the prices, and they probably
You'd have to go all the way back out to release and stuff and all that other jazz. But compared to, I'm just kind of comparing it with a bit with my. I mean, first of all, I'm making that statement from just.
Hello.
Hey, Patrick. I'm making that statement purely from from an economic standpoint. The reality is, in any economy where you flood it with goods but you don't have a lot of cash, it deflates the prices. That's just pure economics.
I'd rather have that. It benefits lobies more than a system where like, oh, you need a maxed out set of gear. It's going to be 800 million, and you're going to be grinding for that for 3 months.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. It really depends on how things are balanced, right? So, like in World of Warcraft or something like that, when I was playing through some of those expansions, my what I would do is I would collect the ores and the flowers, and they'd be worth a lot more, but the currency was kind of inflated. I had no problem buying what I needed, but it was like, yeah, things cost more, but you get a lot more money for what you're doing. So what I tend to do, because I'm a math guy and numbers go through my head like nobody's business, is I tend to look at like, so as I'm playing the game normally, as a lowbie, collecting things, when I get to that max level, as you put it, am I going to be able to buy, that starter gear easily? Right? Or whatever have you, or whatever the gear, am I going to be able to buy the mount? Am I going to be able to buy the beginning gear, whatever it may be? Like in the City of Heroes, the answer is, even though, the currency is out the door, the answer is yes, you can do it. Here, Phil's got 3 videos to show you how. You just got to know the steps to take, but it's very easy to do as you're leveling up your character, if you know the path, right? And in World of Warcraft, for a while, it was the path that I had was doing the collections or whatever have you. In this game, it was I was struggling to see what that looked like, because as I went through my 20s, my 30s, my 40s, my 50s, I was not gaining any money. Then it occurred to me, it was like, well,
Has he been hoarding it all?
no, I'm not doing anything but paying for teleportation, because you get any. Thankfully I don't need to buy gear because it drops.
You said you were depositing materials and not selling them.
Well, right. But I wasn't getting any money, right? That I wasn't getting currency enough to do anything but pay for teleportation. Was my point. And any other MMO I played, there's an accumulation of currency just from playing the game of some sort, a few gold, something.
I mean, you either sell your loot or you're salvaging it and then sell that. So it's one of the two.
Yeah.
I just got a 50% EXP booster. Who wants to fucking group up?
I think Mr. Kink will run with you.
I'm level.
He's had his.
I
He had
think
a
I
booster
just hit
going.
44.
He has a booster
I'm
going.
level 46.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Let's fucking do it.
Pop off on that.
I
But
don't even know how to do it, so you just let me know. I'll follow you.
All right, I'm in a story mission, and I'll let you know.
Okay, to be honest, I don't even know where I'm at. I am in that's not it. Not Gendarian Fields. Silver Peak Mountains, maybe not.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I have
I'm in a
that.
little crevice actually called Shiver Spur Front.
I'll let you guys
Bitter
do that.
I'm like
Hold on, I'm gonna move you guys to our channel.
slightly to the east of you.
Okay.
All right, put them over there so we can talk. I think at the end of the day, Diggles, I think for me, I mean, I figured it out. Yes, I figured out that much, and now I'm making money because I'm just selling what I'm creating. So I get that. So yes, that's why I say I'm a better piece now with where the economy's at and how I'm making money on my character. It's coming in slowly, but it's coming in, and I can kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel. Sure, cool. Ultimately, I actually do prefer the City of Heroes methodology, because this one takes me a lot more work. I still have to do a lot of I'm running to different vendors, having to break things down, put things on the auction house. There's a lot more involved, where normally with City of Heroes you would just theoretically get that currency as you're leveling up through your character, in the original one anyways, and they would just drop. It was kind of like the Final Fantasy 12 argument. Final Fantasy 12 would never drop any money. They would just drop monster parts, and you would have to go and sell the monster parts. And I know that's more immersive, more realistic, but I'm gonna cut to the chase, man. Why can't I just have the money? But yeah, it's interesting. I'm not dogging it. It's just interesting. It is fascinating to
It's
me.
not
It
a
is
lot of
more.
work, Phil.
It
Like,
is. It is. Oh, it is. I just spent just the last 10 minutes just cleaning up my inventory management in this game is work. I just spent the last 5 to 10 minutes cleaning it up. I'm not saying it's the end of the world, but it's a lot more than City of Heroes.
City of Heroes also has the minimalist inventory of any MMO, so.
Yeah, or World of Warcraft, which World of Warcraft nowadays is pretty much, you're just going to kill the mobs, you get the money, you turn in quests, you get the money, and occasionally you get a piece of gear, and you're going to sell the outdated piece of gear, and it's, that's pretty much it. And you'll have trash loot that'll occasionally drop off of monsters. And this game, they both have the whole, oh, you got trash loot, press one button, it goes away. So that's, that's pretty common and whatnot. But they don't have the, oh, you've got this loot, now bring it out salvaged and sell those parts, or it is a little bit more here. It is a little bit more here. I'm not saying it's like astronomical. No, I can't play and enjoy the game. I'm enjoying the game. I'm a guy who can figure this stuff out decently well. Whereas Pumpkin over there, he was having a hard go at it, and I had to slowly explain to him in bits and pieces. So, it's not, could be a little,
Is he just a random guy from YouTube videos, or where do you know him from?
City of Heroes, right? He joined from City of Heroes videos 2 weeks ago. He's been running City of Heroes with us. Yeah, Rob. Yeah, he joined from City of Heroes videos like a week or two ago. He asked a lot of questions. I talked him through. I actually got him going in City of Heroes, taught him from scratch, got him up and running, explained to him how to, do the story arcs and everything. Like he knew nothing practically. At least he had the client downloaded. But he saw my videos and wanted to get into it. And so he followed the directions on the video to join the Discord server, sure. Which maybe that's how we got together. Oh.